Well, you now have just on 9 shopping hours left to go. This is the last frenzy day as you try and run around, I guess, and get the food for Christmas and also those last-minute presents. But the last-minute Christmas spend, according to some reports, is a pretty good sign for the rallying retail sector.
The latest figures show this shopping recovery has been particularly strong in New South Wales, where families have spent an extra $12 million a day compared to last year. Margy Osmond is the CEO of the Australian National Retailers Association. She joins us now from Sydney. Good morning. What do you put this big spending down to?
Look, I think there's a certain natural emotion that accrues to Christmas, and this last period just before Christmas is a very intense shopping period. Normally in the past, over the last few years, people start their shopping about 6 weeks out. The trend from last year and this year is that people are leaving it till about 10 days, 1 week out. So you're seeing a great intensity of spending in this period.
And a couple of months ago, did you see this coming? I guess the general thought was that people didn't have enough money and might want to hang on to it over Christmas.
Well, look, I think we need to put this in perspective. This will be a solid but not spectacular Christmas. There will be some slight growth on spending from last Christmas, but not in the order that we've seen in previous Christmases. I think what we have to be very clear on is that there have been 3 successive interest rate increases, and those haven't really begun to flow through the system yet. We will see a lag on that, and that's likely to start showing in the first quarter of 2010, which is traditionally, that first quarter is traditionally the softest quarter for retail.
Okay, now in New South Wales, I said before, was particularly strong, and what's happening all around the country?
Well, look, between the period of sort of 1st December, 24th December, so later on this afternoon, we're expecting just over $21 billion to have been spent across the country. And in the period from Boxing Day through to the end of the January sales, probably something like $14.7 billion to be spent in that period. Now, this is a slight increase on last year, but as I say, it will be a solid, not spectacular Christmas.
And Margy Osmond, I'm not sure if you have the stats or the breakdown on what people are actually buying this Christmas. Can you tell us one of the a couple of the items that people are buying a lot of?
Well, look, I will say this is a value Christmas. People are spending, but they're very cautious about what they're spending, and they want to make sure that they're getting maximum bang for their buck. The #1 present this year, on the basis of our surveying, is in fact gift cards and vouchers, which used to be considered terribly unromantic and are now considered a great gift because people can go out and get exactly what they want in the post-Christmas sales. The next thing is electronics, so the Wiis, the games of any sort, iPods, touch phones, those kinds of things. And #3, not surprisingly, is toys, many of which will have actually been bought in the June-July sales and been on lay-by since that period, which is another trend amongst parents who've got to satisfy that toy requirement under the Christmas tree.
That's right. Plenty of clever parents use that tactic by going out 6 months before. Thanks very much for your time this morning, Margy Osmond. We'll watch to see what happens in the next, I guess, 12 hours as people go crazy.
Absolutely.